Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. All right, today's video, I will be sharing with you guys something that I see a lot of you like struggle with, or I see questions and comments about it all the time. And a lot of you are wondering, what in the world do I do with my metallic pencils? And you're like, they're just in my sets and I don't know what to do with them. So today I'll be showing you what I use my metallic pencils for. I'll be coloring in the Main Street coloring book, and I've copied it onto some cardstock paper, and that's what we'll be doing today. So as you see, I've already used my metallic pencil to color in the lady on the poster, her hair. I used the silver and the gold, and I used the gold to color in the words here on elegance. And let's see if I can show a little shine. I'm really trying to get that shine factor. I saw someone use like a little flashlight to show the shine on their pages, but that's not working for me. Oh, I'm trying to show all the glitter pen and all that good stuff, but that's not, yeah, we'll figure that out later. Anyway, so there's a lot of glitter pen going on. See, you can see the glitter pen a little bit better. But anyway, I used a little bit of the silver metallic on these areas, and I blended it out with the regular silver pencil. So you can do some blending work with your silver pencil, and I plan to do the cream bend with the silver pencil. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this up here. I might do the silver pencil with it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure yet, but I know I'll be using the Prismacolor metallic silver along with this gray. Let's see. I think this is 70% gray. Cool gray. Yes. That's what I'll use to kind of put a few shadows in. And I'll use my white pencil to kind of blend it out a little bit. But all you have to do is just be a little careful with using your white pencil or a blender pencil with either one of the metallics, because it will like change the color of the metallic. So you got to be kind of careful. I'll kind of show you that at what I mean as I go through, but hey, it's all good. It ends up looking just the way I want it. So no big deal. But I used a lot of gel pen, a lot of cool stuff. So let's jump right on in. All right, so take your metallic pencil. Silver is what I'm using right now, and you can barely see. Maybe I need to lift this paper up so you can kind of see it, because the lighting, metallic pencils, they hit the light. If they don't hit the light just right, you can't really see what's going on with them. So let's see. Okay, that's better. There we go. Now you can see what's going on. All right. So, yeah, that's much better. All right. Looks like I need to give this pencil a little bit of a sharpen. I'm going to use my Stabilo. I'm going to use I really need to be using the larger end, but I'm going to use the smaller end because I need a tip on this, because I need to get into a small, tiny area with these Prismas today. So Prisma, you're going to have a point. But I don't usually sharpen my Prismas, to a sharp point very often. And I don't sharpen them very often. Even when they need sharpening, I kind of wait until like absolutely necessary. I just don't sharpen away my Prismas, But anyway, we'll talk about that on another video. This is how I've kept my Prismas for 4 years almost, and, have never had to get my backup set out. So, okay. we have just went in with a semi-heavy hand. Now I'm using a little bit lighter hand um, to kind of go over the the edges because I don't want it to have a harsh line edge when I get ready to start blending. So I was kind of heavy-handed going around the edges and then in those little small areas. Then I'm gonna go in this area here with the heavy hand. Then I'm getting a little lighter handed where I want my highlights to be. Now let's get our white pencil. And I can't, reason I put it down because I can't see, guys. I couldn't see it. So I need to see what I'm doing. And it may look to you like it's really, really, really changing the color. But when I show you, you'll see what it's doing. So it kind of made it look a little kind of gray. So it did kind of change the color a little bit. So just go back in. If you feel like it took a little bit of the metallic away, then just go back over it kind of lightly. Not with a super, super heavy hand, but just go back over it lightly to put a few of those flecks of metallic back in there. But it's still going to look like it's been blended and all that good stuff. All right, see guys? Now let's take our white and just give it a little taste of a little highlight back again. Sometimes you have to go back over things a couple of times to achieve what you want. So, and that's okay. Now take your 70% cool gray, and I need to give it a little bit of a sharpen because I need a sharper point for these teeny tiny areas. So, and I don't sharpen my Prismas to a super, super sharp point either because I'm so heavy-handed. Now I'm just going around the edges with the medium pressure, going around the edges of where I imagine shadows would be. And that would probably be anywhere where something is overlapping something else. Just wherever there's an overlap of anything, just go over it with a little bit of your 70% cool gray to give a shadow. So this is not only a video showing you how to achieve things with your metallic pencil, it's also a lesson in how to achieve highlights and shadows. Isn't that awesome? 2 for 1. All right, get that pencil dust off. You know, that's how we do it over here in the Dollar Diva world. We bargain. Even when we're doing tutorials, we have a bargain special, 2 for 1. Yeah. All right, guys. So now, let's see. I think I'll do this sign in a metal. So let's kind of heavy-handedly or semi-heavy-handedly. I try my best to be conscientious, not to be super, super heavy-handed. Sometimes I am like really, really, really heavy-handed. Like right now, right there. You see that? That was like super heavy-handed right there. And then like right here, I'm trying to reel it back in a little bit. And it's okay to have varying pencil strokes because you're probably gonna blend it out anyways. So it doesn't matter if your pencil strokes are up and down, circles. Sometimes I just go in all different directions. It just depends on, just how you feeling, the direction of the thing you're coloring. And then in those little teeny tiny areas, don't worry about highlighting anything. Just do straight color in those tiny areas. And my method of coloring is actually do like, I don't like, I don't layer much of any. And I do like a hard layer, and I don't do like the soft blending techniques. I do my layer sort of kind of blending technique after I have laid down that heavy-handed kind of layer, if that makes any sense. I don't think that makes sense, but it makes sense in my brain. And once I figure out how to say it, I'm gonna tell you. All right, so let me take this white and I'm gonna start in the white area and then go out because you don't want that white pencil to get too dirty, meaning you don't want that color to transfer and then when you go to a white area, it gets silver all on it. You kind of want it to be, clean when you're in white areas. That's me. When I take the pencil out of the frame, I'm cleaning my pencil off on paper. So you see how that is, how that metallic is. Now let's take our 70% cool gray and go over the edges to give it some shadow. And I feel this is just the easiest method of shadow and highlighting in the world. A lot of times we make it way more difficult than what it really is about. Some colorists are like, the shadow is coming in from the right because that's where the lamppost is and that's where the sunlight is shining. So you need no, I don't. I just be like, okay, I want my shadow to be on this side of this object because actually lights and shadows come from different areas on different things. Some objects can actually have shadows and lights on two different ends. It has two different, like, the light may be hitting it from a lamp and then on the other side of it, it may be hitting it from the sun. So it's all about personal perspective. And I'm happy with my pictures with the lights and the shadows and what I achieve with my highlighting and shadowing method and my blending and layering methods. I'm happy with it. So if you're happy with your methods, you don't have to stress about light source and all that kind of stuff. Just if it looks good to you, that's what matters. So let me try to explain this again. You see how I'm coloring like super heavy handed. I'm not doing most colorists do like a light layer and they like color the whole thing in one light layer. And then they come back and color another layer and then they get like a little heavier at the edges and then they get lighter where they want the light to be and then they go back and do another and they do this like 5 to 10 times. I don't have time for that. I'm just like I have figured out a method of just doing one heavy layer around the edges of things. And then at first, it didn't always work like I wanted it to work. But with a little bit of practice, it ended up working like I wanted it to work. Because sometimes the blend wasn't as seamless as I would want it. So I've learned how to go back in and kind of like tweak it if I need to. But I also have learned I'm heavy handed like on those edges, but then kind of take bits and pieces from everyone's suggestions and make them your own. So I'm not like I don't do those harsh lines as much as I used to. Like those harsh lines around the edges and then do the lighter layer, second, I don't know, not second layer. Oh my goodness, guys. Whew. I'm okay. So I'm trying to teach you guys my method. So what I need to do is I need to work on putting as I'm coloring on my off time. I'm going to try to start putting in writing, like writing down on a pad what I'm doing in my head. Like what process my head is going through, okay? Because I can't articulate what I do right now, I guess. But anyway, got my favorite pencil, my black pencil. You just saw me pull it out, show you on the camera. Now let's kind of clean up, the certain areas, because a metallic pencil will cover your lines like crazy. So we're just going to kind of reinforce those lines back again. And make sure your black pencil is always sharp when you're doing this, because a dull black pencil doing this will not work. Trust me. And don't try to do this with a fine liner pen like a Stabilo. That doesn't work either. You need a very sharp black Prismacolor. It goes over the Prismacolor pencils like a dream. So let's go up here. I think that needed a little bit more of the 70% gray. It just did not have enough shadow for me. All right, get that pencil dust off. I don't think I'm gonna mess with that sign. No, I don't want that sign to have be metallic. But yeah, so that's that. We've done a sign. We've done the cream tin with our metallic pencils. How easy was that, guys? Was that easy, or was that easy? I think that was easy. It took us less than 15 minutes to do these two objects in kind of like a metal look, and we used our metallic pencil. Now, true enough, it doesn't look super, super metallic-y, shiny looking, but you would have probably had, the hair looks more shiny. And there is a little bit of silver gel pen in that hair though. And the word beauty and the word elegance with that gold gel pen, not gold gel pen, gold, what is that thing? Metallic pencil. Yes. It is a little bit more shiny than that silver was, but, it looks good, guys. It looks really good. So I'm going to share with you a couple more of the techniques that I use with my metallic pencil. So in this book, this is the book Color at Home. This is the closet page. We're going to color these shoes here. A metallic gold color. Let's use the gold pencil finally. Now this metallic gold Prismacolor, it has like a bronzy, it seems like it has silver and gold in the lead, the color of it. It's not like a pure gold, like in my Blick Studio metallic pencil, and I think the Faber-Castell metallic pencil also. It's a pure gold. But the Prismacolor gold, metallic gold, it's like two colors in one. So especially when you lay like the white pencil over it, it changes the color. And if you put too many layers of the gold over the pencil itself, it changes the color. But that's okay. It's okay. That's actually a good attribute of it, because it gives it character. Because no, like a metallic shoe, it won't be like one color. It gives dimension easy. All right, so we're going to leave a little area white. I was kind of heavy-handed with this, guys. Let's get our white pencil. Make sure it's clean. Don't have any of that silver left over on it. Now, in the white area, let's just kind of, I wouldn't say blend anything out, but we're giving it a highlight. Now, I know it kind of looks like, oh, wait a minute, that's too much. That doesn't look right. All right. No problem. Take your metallic pencil and kind of go over it just very lightly now. Now we're light-handed. And it just goes over like a dream. And that little highlight is right there. And it's perfect. Wasn't that super easy? And it looks good. Okay, you're done. Boom, you're done. You got some color changing metallic shoes. Now you just take your little black pencil and kind of finish it off a little bit. Yeah, give it a little something something on the inside here. Get that 70%. I'm kind of light-handed with this, guys, now, okay? That 70% cool gray. Get our white back out and just smooth all that together. I do a lot of blending with my white pencil, by the way. And that's it. Get us a gel pen or a metallic gel pen, glitter pen, whatever you want. Make us some, Jimmy Choo red bottoms. And we are in business. Look at that, guys. Isn't that cute? And it took like 3 seconds to achieve. Of course, it was a teeny tiny area, but hey, 3 pencils. Well, 4 pencils. We're not going to count the white pencil and the black pencil. We're not going to count those. Well, if we don't count those, then we're using 1 pencil. And that's the goal. That's our feature pencil. Just go back in and just give those black lines a little bit of crispiness. Make those lines crisp. And there you have it. Isn't that wonderful? Okay. Okay, super easy. Now, guys, if you have any questions or comments, just, leave them below. If you feel like, hey, I still don't get metallic pencils, I still need you to work on it with me. But I'm going to show you one more thing before I go. This is the Blick Studio Gold Metallic. Now, and this is the black. Now, we're going to show, well, not we, but I've already done a few things with the Blick Studio. There's a different gold. You see how the gold works? And with the Blick Studio, it's like a complete gold. Now, with the Blick Studio one, you can do more of blending, and I did the outline, and it's more of a complete gold. So I'm going to show you how I achieved that middle one and that middle little area on the wall. So I'm kind of medium pressure here, not super heavy handed, and I'm going in circles. I'm using the circle stroke this time because I'm going light handed. I find if I use a straight stroke, I'm going to be super duper heavy handed and the line is going to be really harsh, but that's what I want sometimes. So now I'm getting even lighter with my hand so that I can start to put that white pencil in where I want that blending. Now I'm going back over, guess I am kind of layering, but I wanted it to be a little more saturated because I did have medium pressure this time. I didn't have super, super heavy pressure. I'm working on it, guys. I mean, I love my heavy-handed art and coloring, but it's all in its place. All of it has its place. The light hand, the heavy hand, it has its place. So I get that excess dust off there. Now let me find my Derwent blender pencil and the white Blick Studio pencil. We're going to use them both. So let's start with the white. Or I might not use the Derwent. I don't know. It depends on how it looks. But you see it did kind of change the color a little bit. So where I did the white. So let's see if the Derwent will change the color. Yeah, it changes the color too. A little taste. And you can see the pencil strokes on this angle. But that's okay. That's all right. The different angles give it different dimensions, characteristics. So look at it when I lift it up. It looks good. And when it's lying down, it doesn't really, it kind of goes away. I don't know what these pencils be doing, guys. But see, I just did one, like, what do you call it? Straight coloring. I didn't do any blending or anything on um, like the edges. Now you take your black pencils and you go back over it because metallic pencils cover up the lines. And that's it. That was super quick and easy using your metallic pencils in 2 different sets. So if I decide to do a little bit of shading, I'll take this dark brown here in the Blick Studio set and I'll shade a little bit in these edges where it's behind something. Just a little bit, kind of light-handed, not heavy-handed at all. Just to give it a little shadow. And you can kind of tell where your picture needs a little highlight, a little shadowing, a little darker area. You can tell, you can kind of just look at it and you'll be like, well, this is in front of this. I'm pretty sure if this was in real life, this part would be probably darker. Or if this was a curve, maybe this end would be darker. And you know, if you did it on that end down there, you're going to do it on this end down here too. More than likely. So that's just my thought process on shadows and highlights. Now that's what I call stress-free coloring. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. That's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. Ring that bell so you can get notifications of when I post another video. All right, guys, happy coloring. Bye.